up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabsome besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Oh my, I love you all so much. I was reading the comments from Random Doll Stuff 20, and one of you in the comments said to add elastic to the sweaters. Genius. They totally fit now, which is great because I bought more sweaters with a better rib cage. And these cost less. They were $15.99. We still got 6, which means they were $2.67 each. About. We have a candy corn sweater, one that says boo, a pumpkin, a rib cage, a ghost, and a witch hat. In the comments, I was told to use elastic string, but all I have is elastic cord. So we're gonna give it a try, plus it comes in a couple of different colors. I have a giant plastic needle, but I'm sure you could also use a crochet hook if needed. Thread the needle with the cord. I don't think my purples match, but it's the best we can do. And I'm gonna just turn it inside out and begin running the elastic along the bottom of the collar. After going all the way around, I just pull the elastic to lightly gather it, tie a knot, and trim off the excess. Make sure there's enough give for the doll's head, and I'm gonna add a second line of elastic at the top, so it fits nice and snug. Turn it right side out, and now our sweater no longer has a loose collar, and fits the dolls pretty good. Shout out to Miss Kimber63 for the tip. Toya, can you show the sweaters on the guys? All right, just a second. Here it is with the wide collar, and here it is with the added elastic. And here it is if we only put the elastic at the top. So we have options, and we can do a little embroidering on the sweaters, like we did in our Encanto skirts video, to personalize them. Okay, so let's just be honest here. I am a messy doll collector. Well, more like a messy crafter. But when you mix in the dolls and accessories and crafting supplies, it becomes a mess. So I am always looking for ways to organize. Right now, I am working on a desk setup, like in the real world, not in miniature. But I want to have my computer, maybe a little doll scene over here, another one, and some possible storage. Maybe we can use those wooden panels from the dollar store to create it. And I have a couple of panels left over from previous projects, so maybe we can use those. It takes 3 boards to make a basic corner room. If the boards are $3 each, that's about $9 per unit. These boards measure 11 by 14 inches, so there is a lot of space for our 1/6 scale dolls. We can paint them. I'm gonna tone down this hot pink a little with some blue paint. It's some old paint I mixed a while ago. It's been drying, so it's super thick. And I'm gonna use it to create some texture. It's not a ton of texture, but it did cover the pink. I take the board for the floor, and I paint the edges white. I paint a few strips of wood white. We can paint the floor or cover it with contact paper. Then glue on the walls. To make a right angle, add those painted strips around the bottom to make a basic corner room. If we make 2 opposite rooms, we can stack and glue them on top of each other to make a very thin doll space where we can display a few dolls. There's not a lot of space on my desk, so I need to keep everything compact. I made another corner room, but this time for the second box, I'm just gonna glue the sides on the sides of the floor. So we have kind of like a hallway. I glue the corner room on top to make another tall unit with a doll space on the top and storage on the bottom for books and stuff like that. We could place the 2 units side by side. We have a doll room, bookshelf, and a large doll space up top. But I want to place a computer in the center. I take 2 more boards, I glue them together. I cut some leftover pieces of wood that I had laying around, and I'm gonna just glue them to the top. Then I paint it all white and place it between the two units. I need to make sure my cords can pass underneath. So I have a few wooden blocks and paint them. Then I glue them underneath so it is raised up, and now we have a space for our cords. Let's take a few wooden boxes. I got this one at the dollar store and paint it. I put a piece of poster board across the back because my backdrop was just throwing off all my colors. See? All right, that looks better. I painted the box yellow just like one of the rooms, and we're gonna glue it at the bottom to stop it from leaning forward. I painted another box blue and a broken box a peachy pink. I thought we could use it as a shelf. I also glued 2 pieces of wood behind the back wall on the edge so it overlaps onto the dollhouse. The wood is only glued to the back wall, not onto the doll room. It's just resting against it. The wood and the glued box will hopefully prevent the wall from falling forward. I added a piece of wood as a support beam for one of the rooms, just to make sure we don't have any issues later. I bring in some furniture I've been wanting to display, place it in one of the rooms. I added a small shelf, the kitchen island we made in our pasta video, to provide a little more storage. We can add a little lighting to brighten things up. Upstairs, let's add a large bed. This one is from our Rainbow High bedroom versus video. It does take up most of the room, so if you want more walking space, you can always try a twin bed, like the one from our college dorm room. Add some bedding. We can add a plush or two. This is a Squishville Squishmallow. I glued a Make It Mini shelf to the wall. Add a few Illy Forever items, and maybe even a pet. In the yellow room, let's set up an office. I bought that from Tiny Frock Shop along with the refrigerator and the stove. Then we can add an acrylic desk. It's a riser I bought on Amazon. And let's add this yellow chair. It does sit a little low, but I like the colors, so I'm going with it. Now we can add lots of minis, like a pet from Make It Mini, the desk setup from Illy Forever. We can hang stuff on the walls and fill the display case with a few Disney Doorables, giving us a pretty nice start to this doll space. We have a bedroom, an office, a kitchen, and storage. We can also add a hidden doll room or a binder room if we want a new scene. There is storage for office supplies. We can even add a small stapler to one of the boxes, as well as more doorables. We can add miniature plants, larger artificial plants, doll accessories, collectibles, a computer, a decorative keyboard I got from Five Below, a few post-it notes, so we can leave ourselves a few messages. And we can store our doll clothes in a binder and store it with the books. I think this is a fun start to our desk setup. It's functional and we have doll rooms. I totally plan on adding more as we create more. And I will glue this back wall down once I move everything to my desk. Did I pick up this Disney 100 set because it had Luca? No, it has Panda too. In celebration of 100 Years of Wonder, Disney has put out these minifigures featuring some of our favorite characters. Luca and Turning Red are 2 of my favorite Disney movies, so I had to get this one. This one is called Epic Transformations. They range in size from about 2 inches to a little over 2.5. We have Elsa, Cinderella, Pinocchio, Elastigirl, Ariel, Alice, Panda, and Luca. I see me filling up this back wall pretty quickly, so I better stop right now. Thank you for joining us while I set up my desk. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye!